Okay, I'm currently watching the new latest season of Carmen Sandiego. I gotta say this about characters and their parents that they share screen time with. They're standing right there, and characters don't realize, gee, is that my parent? Or gee, is that my child? You know, that person that looks exactly like me. And so it happened. It's happening here in Carmen Sandiego. It happens in Power Man off the top of my head. I'm drunk right now, just so you know. And it's annoying because in the Power Man and Iron Fist, cartoon series, the brief series that I was on, it was like on for like a season or whatever. Uh, Power Man meets his parents that gave him the power, you know, and it's like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You're the scientist that developed the power and gave it to your son, if you haven't seen it in 5 years or whatever, and you don't recognize the voice, the fact that the son looks exactly like the dad if he gained 15 pounds of muscle, almost sounds just like the dad, and just wearing sunglasses. And it's like, yeah, we gave our son that thing, we sent him off in the world. It's not like it's this guy here standing in front of us or anything. And I'm like, are you too stupid or something? It's like that scene in Kung Fu Panda 3 where Po meets his dad, and it's like, yeah, the only other panda ever to meet me. And it's like, it's no way we're related. I mean, it's not like you're my dad or anything. I'm looking for my dad in the audience there in front of him, like, you idiot, that's your dad. It's like, so in Carmen Sandiego, early on in the series, I think it was season one or season two or something like that. She meets this character that looks just like her, and we're like, wow, it's not like it's my mom or anything. But then later on, a season or so later, she goes on this epic quest to find her mom, and it's like, why don't you start with that lady that looks just like you? Look, I'll be the first one to admit this. It's a little hard to believe with the beard and all, but I did crossplay once. I would like to do it again, but I think my neck's too thick for it. But I put on this blondish wig and all the garb and stuff. I had my friend Angie, who's a fantastic artist, by the way. She's now her handle is Rizabella, fantastic artist. Every time she takes a picture, it's always different. She always looks like a different, not character but a different aspect of herself. It's really impressive the amount of different she just makes, like, subconsciously and somewhat consciously makes each picture of herself, like each selfie is a different her, which is amazing. She looks fantastic. I do it. I look different, but I look like a bum in each one. uh it's like, yeah, it's all the same bum. uh, so that shows my selfie prowess there. But anyway, the point is, when I donned the crossplay, I honestly look like my mother in that. It was like, damn. It's like, that is rather quite convincing. If you did all the makeup and stuff, yeah, like, rather convincing. Like, surprisingly so. It's like, well, I do have her legs. And that's why one of the things I like utilizing from um not Quaro, but the other guy, I can't. Oh, the guy in a trench coat. He says bum. Um, Peter Sellers, I think his name is. The guy that played Cluzo. That's it, Cluzo. He says, "Don't let my legs fool you. I'm really a man." Because when I used to do the first time I did tights when I was Batman. When I was Batman back in the day in first grade, not kindergarten, first grade when I was Batman with my little rain booties. I had the tights and the garb and everything. And this kid, he says, "Are you a girl?" And I'm like, "Motherfucker! If I had the upper body strength, I'd punch you in the face. If I was a violent person, I'd punch you." But the first time I was insulted. But yes, I honestly do have my mother's legs. They are a bit slender. So playing that into my favor, one person at the con when I was cross-playing actually, for a brief moment, out of the corner of her eye, actually believed I was a woman until she looked at me, did a double take, and like, oh, for a second there, I thought you were a woman. And I said, yeah, that's convincing, ain't it? See, the makeup's done by my friend and all that, so I was into it. I took it as a compliment. I took it as a compliment because that's what I was going for. So, at a passing glance, I look like a woman, so I took that as a compliment. Oh, jeez. Gee, it sounds like a fight. Is there a fight? I'll go check. Like, I don't. Well, how stupid are you? Unless you're well, they're Asian, so it's like unless they know like really good martial arts, karate, whatever the fuck they know, then it's like I really would advise against that. Think, gee, it sounds like a fight. Let me go check it out. Why is there a room full of vases? Anyway. It was warm. Thought they're from Jersey. It's a little confusing with the accent, but whatever. Um. So anyway, yeah. If I do have certain facial features that match my parentage, but there are other females in the family that do pull that off a lot better. Like my eldest sister Jessica does look like my aunt Kathy, and my youngest sister Christina does look a lot more like my aunt Alice and mom. So yes. So yes. It's a little annoying where it's like, gee, I wonder who my parents are, but it can't be that person that looks just like me. It's like, what's like, really? The plot has to dumb you down that you can't possibly figure that out. The person looks just like you, and it's like in these shows, it's like it can't be that stupid. You're a scientist, aren't you? For Paramount parents, like, aren't you supposed to be intelligent? And then for Carmen to be reasonably pretty ingenious, I think she would say, "This woman looks a lot like me in about 15 to 20 years." And of course, the mother, it has to be the mother. I mean, there's no reason why she wouldn't be introduced if she was not the mother in the end. It's like, yeah, well, that person looks just like me when I was 18 or whatever, or in my early 20s. It's like, it kind of just makes you feel like the audience is smarter than the characters, and you feel kind of taken out because it's like I should not be smarter than the characters. The characters should be smarter than me because they are reasonably intelligent and actually pretty damn intelligent to do what they do. So to have them say, "Yeah, I totally remember my mother, but I totally did not know it was my mother, even though she looked just like me," it's kind of stupid. So yeah, it's a little annoying. That's the only little drawback to this whole series is that one aspect. Ugh, yes, another traditionalist is born. Moving on. So, ugh, ugh. It's like, Carmen. It cringes me because it's like, Carmen, you've met your mother. She looks just like you. So saying this whole thing about parentage is like, oh, for crying out loud, she's right over there. That one. Eh, whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna check my Bitcoin and let's see if Trump could get impeached and get this show on the road, man. Let's, that's a go-go. A goo-goo. Did you just say holla at her? Hello. That from American Dragon where they switch. I don't know if they switch bodies or something like that. And he says, I don't think they switch bodies, but Jake says, "Could to about his little sister to Rose? Can you just holler at her for me?" And she tilts her head at him and say, "Did you just say holla?" Because remember, he's American Chinese, I believe. So why is he speaking like he's black? It makes no real sense. It's hardly, just like dramatic. Like, wait, what? Okay. It's like me being French. It's like that doesn't make any sense. Or speaking in French terms and all that stuff. It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, take care, and as always, I will see you all at the drive-in. I watched this, binge watched this last season of Carmen. I won't be the last season of Carmen Sandiego.